Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with business coach Moloy. And what a week that has been last week for us. And at this outset, I think I owe a deep gratitude to all those entrepreneurs who have been with us in this journey. I may have, and me and my coaches would have uh, touched the lives of at least 50 odd entrepreneurs on a one-to-one basis, helping them build systems, build processes, look at the sales side, look at the marketing side, build organograms. And in some cases, we have worked with succession planning. And we've seen transformations happening. We've seen people going from 5 crore to 15 crore in 3 years period. We have seen large organizations who were struggling to retain their second generation now have a clear roadmap and a visibility. We've seen all that is happening. And because of this probably and the the grace of God and the blessings of all you entrepreneurs out there, for the second year running, be Beyond Red Ocean Consulting has been adjust the best firm, the fastest growing firm, the largest firm in the region of India, Middle East. And it's with a deep sense of gratitude that I start today's Facebook Live, which is our Entrepreneurial Essentials, which we have been speaking about for the last 3 weeks. And today on this episode 4, I'm going to talk about learning. And a lot of entrepreneurs and not of individuals per se. While we are in this journey of being in the work, we forget that there's something that helps us in the journey of the work or the profession or the entrepreneurship, and that is learning. And today I'm going to talk about the 4 stages of learning, which is very critical for entrepreneurs. And if we keep a track of these 4 sets of learning, then you will realize that how we are all graduating from one level to another. Because at the core of entrepreneurship, and for that matter, anything else, but today, because we focus on the entrepreneurship, the core of entrepreneurship is that they're learners, they're lifelong learners. People read books, people read 3 books in a week, and try and execute all of them. So because every day we are navigating through the uncharted territory, we make mistakes, we adapt to challenges. What separates us or separates those who merely survive from those who thrive is their ability to learn and grow effectively. And today I want to share this framework that can transform how you approach learning and skill development as an entrepreneur. It's called the 4 steps of learning. And let's explore all these 4 at one after the other. The first step is unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. This is where every learning journey begins. In this stage, you're unaware of your gaps, of your knowledge or skills. You don't know what you don't know, but that's where the first challenge lies. Think back to when you started the business. Maybe you had an idea and thought, this is it. I had got everything I needed to succeed. You were full of excitement and optimism, unaware of the complexities of running a business, managing finances, understanding consumer behavior, managing teams, managing retaining of customers, because that's very important. We all, sales and marketing tells us about go out and acquire new customers, but the basic fundamental that most business owners don't know, and this is where unconscious incompetence comes in, is that 75% of your clients, global statistics, ladies and gentlemen, 75% of dissatisfied clients walk away without complaining. And this is a huge number because we don't look at client retention, because we don't look at clients' expectation. And that's where the danger of overconfidence comes in. Because once a client keeps on doing business with you again and again, we believe that the client is going to be with us perennially. But we do not know what's going on in the client's mind at that point in time. So unconscious incompetence often gives rise to overconfidence. You feel you're ready to conquer the world, but when the reality sets in, it can hit hard. This stage can lead to costly mistakes because you're operating from without your awareness of your blind spots. Imagine a first time entrepreneur opening up a bakery. They're passionate about bakery, but they don't understand inventory management. They don't understand marketing. They don't understand sales. They don't understand profit margins. At first, they focus on making these amazing pastries, unaware that poor pricing or inefficient processes are eating into the profits. And that's where, in the bakery segment itself, a lot of home bakers who are great at doing baking at home find that transition very difficult when they get into a commercial baking. So you should ask these questions to yourself. What don't I know, and what areas am I overlooking? Awareness is not a setback. Awareness is an opportunity to learn and grow. The next level is the conscious incompetence. You know what you don't know. And this stage is where awareness sets in. Suddenly you realize that gaps in knowledge or skills, it can be uncomfortable, sometimes overwhelming, but it's the most important turning point. It is at this stage you are no longer oblivious of your weaknesses. You recognize that there's a gap between your current abilities and what's required to succeed. This is the stage where many entrepreneurs feel discouraged. They might think, I didn't realize how much I didn't know. But this awareness is often empowering because it gives you clarity on where you want to focus your efforts. Take leadership, for instance. Many entrepreneurs believe that hiring the right people will solve their problems, but that's where the team conflict starts. Deadlines are missed, morals are dropped. They realize leadership isn't about hiring, it's about communication, setting expectations, and creating a strong culture. To navigate this step, educate yourself, take courses, attend workshops, read books, seek mentorships, learn from people who have been where you are and have succeeded. And this is something that I tell a lot of my entrepreneurs. Always look at somebody. We are more comfortable. Let's look at a human behavior. I'm very comfortable speaking to the liftman or the maid, etc., when I bump into them on the lift. But when I meet somebody much higher than me, we are we get into a shell because, oh wow, I look up to him. And in some cases, I've seen entrepreneurs taking that easy route out because somebody has told them that you need a mentor. You go and connect with somebody who's one level or two levels below you. And that's not going to help you. Because for adapting a growth mindset, instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you are capable of learning and from whom. Unconscious incompetence is like standing at the base of a mountain. The climb may look daunting, but each step forward takes you closer to the top. The third stage, conscious competence. You know what you know. And this is a stage where you're starting to develop mastery. While applying your skill still requires effort and focus, you have learned what to do, but it still doesn't come naturally yet. Imagine learning to drive. Initially, you might have to think about every action, the steering, the braking, the checking of mirrors. Similarly, in business, conscious competence might look like carefully checking the sales script before a pitch, double checking your financial projections to avoid mistakes, practicing your team management skills to ensure consistency. You are no longer unaware, but you are not yet operating instinctively. Let's say you have learned the importance of creating systems in your business. You understand the value of delegating and documenting the process and tracking key performance indicators. But every time you implement a system, it takes a deliberate effort. You need to think through each step, test it, and refine it. At this stage, repetition is your best ally. The more you practice, the more confident you become, the more proficient you will become. Consistency turns conscious effort into an unconscious skill, which takes us to step four, unconscious competence. It is second nature. This is a pinnacle of learning mastery. At this stage, the skills you have developed often become automatic. You no longer have to think about every step. It flows naturally. Think about driving a car. Once you master the basics, you can drive without thinking. And I know, and many of you who's watching this would know that when we are proficient in driving, we start from point A and reach point B, and we really don't realize what has happened on the road because our mind is thinking about something else, but our unconscious competence is taking us through the journey. like it is delivering a pitch effortlessly. I know if I am asked at 2 o'clock in the morning to do a 6 step seminar on how to scale up your business, which is the action coach traditional way, I can do that because I've reached the stage of unconscious competence. But here is where the dangers lie, the danger of complacency. While the stage is deeply rewarding, it also comes with a risk, and that is complacency. Once you've mastered a skill, it's very easy to stop challenging yourself. But as entrepreneurs, we operate in a constantly changing environment. The skills that served you yesterday might not be good for tomorrow. Mastery isn't the end of the journey, it's a checkpoint. Once you reach the stage in one area, identify another area while you are at step one and go back. The most successful entrepreneurs are embracing this cycle on a consistent basis because they embrace the journey of lifelong learning. The entrepreneurial journey through these 4 steps start with awareness. Take a moment to reflect on your business and your role as a leader and ask yourself, what don't I know? What challenges am I facing repeatedly? Where are my blind spots? Number two, embrace the discomfort of learning. The conscious incompetence stage can feel overwhelming, but that's where growth happens. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Number three, practice relentlessly. In the conscious competence stage, focus on consistency and repetition. The more you practice, the closer you will get to mastery. And number four, even when you reach unconscious competence, don't stop there. Identify new areas to grow, learn, and innovate. As entrepreneurs, we wear many hats: visionary, strategist, leader, learner, doer. The 4 steps of learning provides a roadmap to mastering the diverse skills. When you're struggling with a new challenge, remember it's okay to start at step one. When you're learning a new skill, don't be discouraged at step two. When you're practicing, focus on consistency on step three. And when you achieve mastery, stay curious and go back to step one for some other knowledge that you don't know. Entrepreneurship isn't about knowing everything from the start. It's about having the courage to learn, adapt, and grow. Every great entrepreneur you admire has gone through these 4 steps and consistently goes through these 4 steps. And because the more you learn, the more you grow, not just in profits, but in confidence, impact, and legacy. Thank you very much for being with us on this series of Facebook Lives that we have been doing for the past couple of years. As a business coach and as the founder of one of India's premium business coaching companies, me and my coaches can't wait to see you thrive. Let's keep learning and let's keep growing together. As we embark on the last month of this calendar year, I wish and I pray that many of you have had fantastic 2024. But for those who haven't had a great 2024, there is light at the end of tunnel, which is 2025. And for those who had great 2024, think about exponentially growing in 2025. Things will be very different in 2025. Personally, I know my things will be very different. We will be in a very different zone when we start 1st January. And I wish and pray to the Almighty that all of us go through this journey of moving into a different level as we approach 1st January 2025. Till next Monday, same place, same time, with another episode of Entrepreneurial Essentials, where we will keep on focusing on the mindset through this month, and then we take on something else with another episode on mindset. A very good morning. God bless. Take care of yourself and keep thriving.